Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. For today's video, we're going to be making some homemade vapor rub. Now, we've been making this for a while and I have several different ways that I make it or mix it. Sometimes I am very simple with it, but for this video, I'm going to show you my very favorite way of making the vapor rub. Now, we still want it to be nice and strong, but we also want it to be safe so that we can use it for the entire family. So let's get started. We want to have a glass container. This is just a jar, a leftover jar that I had from, I don't know, maybe some salsa or something like that. It's a nice thick jar, so it's definitely one that I'll keep around, and we typically always do. So I'm just taking a little over an ounce of shea butter here and putting it inside of the jar. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the double boiler method, which is we're just going to sit this container into this cup of, well, into this pot of water. Just sit it down in there, and then we're going to put it on the stove in order for the shea butter to melt. And that part will only take maybe 5 minutes or so, just to get the water to boiling. And so now that the shea butter is melted, as you can see, I did not screw the cap on. All I did was sit the cap on the top. We're just going to take some of our peppermint oil. You can also use eucalyptus oil. You can use a blend of peppermint oil and eucalyptus oil, just whatever works for you. Now, I used a couple of dropperfuls because I want this to be nice and strong, but I also don't want you all walking around smelling like liniment if you want to follow this particular recipe. I am also adding in some of my oregano oil. Now, if you've heard me talk about this oregano oil before, this is extremely powerful. And so for this recipe, for that 1 ounce, I'm only going to put in 2 drops of the oregano oil. And that particular brand is just powerful. If we're putting it in water, we can literally only take 1 drop of that oregano oil because it's so strong. I'm also adding in some cypress, some spruce, and some cedar wood. I want to make sure that it's nice and powerful and that the aroma from it really penetrates and is able to help to loosen some of the mucus inside of her lungs, as well as stop the cough, especially at nighttime when the cough tends to get worse kind of in your sleep. You want to be able to breathe well. So this is definitely the reason why I want it to be so powerful, so that we can get a good night's sleep, so that her sleep is not interrupted by a bunch of coughing and all of that. We just want to make sure that we have the right blend. And sometimes you'll just need to smell it. You'll need to test it. You can test it while it's still liquid to see if you need to add anything additional to your blend. You have to make it your own and do what works well for you and what you need. And so I'm going to just stir this all together and just stir it well to make sure that all of your ingredients are well mixed, and you'll have your oils that will be nice and strong. You should be, at this point, if you've added enough, you shouldn't even have to lean down too hard in order to smell it. But I just love the smell of it. And so I smell it all the time, and I let her smell it along the way. And you all know that young kids are going to tell you if it's bad or if it's good. If it does not smell good to them, you are going to know about it. And if it does, you'll know about that as well. All right, so I set it in the freezer just for the sake of this video so that it could speed up the process and we could go ahead and show you what the final product looks like. And that's what it looks like. And guys, it just melts like butter. And I love that about it. It's so super easy to melt, and we just slather it on without any worries of having any parabens, any sulfates, what we call the forever chemicals, no preservatives. All we have is our natural oils that will help us to be able to breathe better and to really enjoy the experience without having anything happen to your skin because of something in it that you didn't know about. I let her smell it one final time and she did approve. So thanks for watching and bye for now.